The first book I would save if my house was to catch a fire would be none other than Harry Potter. This isn't even like a question. Like, this is just what it is. Like, I need to start my new life and my new home with my homie, Harry Potter. The first one. This is where it started. This is where the love grew. This is where the story was captivating my soul. This is where we gonna start with. This would be the one. Me and Harry. We gonna make it work. I love him. All right, so the second book that I would save is War Girls. This book, I think, is very precocious. I just learned what that word meant today, so you know. No, I would save this book for multiple reasons. It's a story about sisters, a cyborg, a fantasy, just so much good stuff that comes out of the storyline that I could not leave her behind. Could not do it with any ounce of my body. Also, her braids in the cover, though, they was fresh. What are you talking about? She was fresh and whatnot. But no, I would totally go for this book. For one, it will make me feel better knowing that my life is not the only destruction if my house was to catch fire, but to also dwell on someone else's, issues. I would, we just gonna say yeah. All right, the number 3 book, the third book I would grab, like I gotta get it and I gotta get out, is Children of the Blood and Bone. This book was incredible. I am reading this book for the second time and like, oh my God. And I'm sorry I'm making these faces and these noises, but I have to. I should probably breathe. This book is incredible. I think the author did an amazing job with power, magic, Black excellence and beauty, and it was just incredible to read. So I would not be able to leave her behind. She is my soul. I cannot go. I can't let go. So yes, she would be number 3 on my list. All right, and then the next book that I would bring with me, I have to, I just couldn't leave it behind, is Pumpkinheads. I had to. I couldn't just let Deja down. Like, no. Deja reminds me so much of myself. I'm just gonna put that out there. But Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. Yes. This story is the most adorable story to me. I had promised myself that I would read it every fall just to get myself in the fall season. So I cannot leave. I just hit myself in the eye with my glasses. I wouldn't be able to leave this book behind. I just would not. I love the story too much. Deja reminds me of myself just being beautiful, outspoken, and bold. And I loved it. So I couldn't leave it behind. The next book is something a little bit more risque than what you YA readers would believe I read. My mom thinks I'm like YA reader all the way. But The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah. I was probably reading this book way before I should have been. I'm just gonna put that out there. But it's complex and it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Interesting. If you haven't read this book, I strongly recommend reading it. Just prepare to be like, whew, okay. But yes, Sister Souljah, Coldest Winter Ever, couldn't do it. Next book is going to be A River of Royal Blood. This was a great read. In the cover, like, come on, son, you know I can't leave you behind. Honestly, it was definitely, what did they describe it as? Devouring in one sitting. Like, I literally read through this bad boy one day. Like, it was that good. Check it out. Check it out. A River of Royal Blood. My next book is going to be one of my favorite shows. My roommate in college introduced me to the show, and I literally binge watched it for like, I want to say 2 weeks until I saw the entire season. Then I came home on vacation and watched the other seasons. Like, I was so obsessed with this. So I have to give a shout out to Doctor Who. I couldn't leave Doctor Who behind. Love Doctor Who. My favorite Doctor is the 11th Doctor with Matt Smith. Oh my God, that was my baby. But yes, I could not leave my Doctor Who book behind. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The next book is something that I couldn't leave behind just because how much moving and taste was in this book. I'm sorry, but I couldn't leave you behind, Queenie. I couldn't. It was a great story. I really enjoyed the main character. Reminds me of my sister. Just brutally you, and I love it. Really great read. If you haven't read this, check it out. I got it on Book of the Month, so it is still on Book of the Month. If you want to check out Book of the Month, linked below, you guys can get a coupon from me, $5 off of your first book. Yeah, so check that out. But yes, Queenie. And last but not least, a lot of people were like, you're just going to talk about the program series. You're going to grab the program series. I love that series. It's one of my favorite series so far. But I would not, words. Okay, I probably would grab the program series, but I didn't want this to be in this video because I talk about that book so much. I talk about the series all the time. So I'm going to add my newfound love, and that is going to be Crazy Rich Asians. I wouldn't leave this book because this book is just so good. I am reading it again. This is my second time around, and I started today. Like, when I say today, I mean like an hour ago, and I'm already on the 78th page. So that should tell you how great this book is. I am literally speeding through this book like nobody's business. But yes, I would definitely take this book. Like, a part of me wants the movie version just because I have a crush on the main character's boyfriend. But no. This is such a good read, and I'm so excited. I'm reading this a second time because I'm going to finally move on to the second book. And I keep telling myself, you need to read the first one again so you remember all the details. So I find myself rereading a lot of my books, which is why I prefer to have my own books. All right, so that is all that I have for you guys. Just kidding. I would like to tag three of my favorite, if not my favorite, people on BookTube, but I would like to tag 3 booktubers to do this video. That's going to be Princess from Castle Library, Amateur YA Reader, and Giselle. So all 3, I am tagging you to do 10 books you would save if your house, God forsaken, catches fire. So make sure you guys tag me in the videos. Let's see what you would save. Come on, what you gonna save for me, honey? If you are not following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads, Books with Bonnie's, links below. Again, Book of the Month. If you want that $5 discount, my link is also down below. Yeah, it's your girl, Books with Bonnie, and I'm out.